Sports. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Brooklyn Nets. Checking out Brooklyn, nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. Tonight, we get to watch DeMar DeRozan, one of the more prolific scorers in the game. And Shaq, he's doing it without being a major three-point threat.
MRA is always interesting when a guy's getting it done in different ways. MRA stands for mid-range assassin, in case you didn't know.
Okay.
And excellent on that shot.
Well, he draws the defenders off the double team. His dribble penetration is great.
What?
Hey,
come on. You're doing so many D's and B's there, man. I can't understand.
Well, I just
So what's he doing?
He's drawing double teams.
Uh-huh.
And
how's
when he
his
does
dribble
that,
penetration for DeMar DeRozan?
Oh, you almost
I almost bobbled
lost
that
it
one too.
Yeah,
I almost bobbled the dribble.
The dribble penetration by DeMar DeRozan. That's pretty impressive. That's why I was trying to get it all out.
Yeah. You know a guy who never has any trouble getting any of those words out?
Who are you talking about?
Kevin Harlan.
Kevin
Harlan.
Harlan.
Y'all got me again.
Yeah,
I forgot who
you're forgetting about Kevin Harlan.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There it is, maybe the most famous building in all of Texas. It's the Alamo, of course, here in San Antonio. Well, we have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Brooklyn Nets come in for this one. Welcome, everybody. Glad you decided to spend your Thursday night with us here at 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer, Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Take a look at the Spurs, winning their last 3 games. They'd like to make that 4 in a row here tonight.
Well, they're a team no one wants to face right now. The level they maintain during this winning streak has really been incredible.
Yeah, they're tough to beat because they can be overwhelming. They adapt to change as well, and they play with passion.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, hello there. Spurs coach Greg Popovich made the top 5 in all-time coaching wins last season. When asked about it, Pop said, "It's the most important thing in my life. My grandchildren can take a hike." I don't think he was being serious, guys.
Great stuff, DA. Thanks. Both teams tonight, Doris, looking to take a measured approach to this game. What should we expect to see in these half-court sets?
Yeah, typically these two coaches want to make sure they're in control of what's transpiring in the half court. So you'll see that point guard look over to the sideline, maybe get a play call from the head coach, and then try to execute it. But they're certainly seeking out the best matchups, and if that means changing sides of the floor, getting the third and fourth options, that's exactly what these teams will do.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Allen. Harris is out there with Russell. And it's Caruge in at the 4-man position. In the corner, it's Harris. Clock at 6. Here's Caruge. 18 feet out. And it's Gay with the rebound. Here is Forbes, guarded by Harris. The layup missed. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The pass to Allen. Now Harris. Back to Allen. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Allen's got the first points of the night for Brooklyn.
And just like that, first lead of the game.
Well, this is how you want to get out of the gate. Set the tempo. Perfect way to open this up.
Now here's White. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Phoenix.
You know, he was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
Here's Russell after the basket by San Antonio. Caruge passes to Allen. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Really left alone that time. Russell's got his first bucket in this one.
To me, you've got to stay attached to D'Angelo Russell, especially when he's in those in-between areas.
No good from Gay. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside, Russell. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint.
And White kicks to Gay. Back to White. Money from the wing. White's got his second basket of the night.
That's an example of great communication. He knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
Russell dishes to Allen. Harris outside. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
White the pass to Gay. DeRozan surveying the D, and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Well, just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
Russell finds Allen. Nets passing it around. Here's Karuch. He's covered by Gay. Back to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go. In a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Russell's got 6.
Well, it's crucial that D'Angelo Russell keep taking and making these types of shots. Great confidence there, guys.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And they were a little bit fortunate to come out on top in that one. They were not at their best in that game. Taking a look now at some numbers for D'Angelo Russell. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging about 23 points per, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
And White kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Gay. Aldridge left side. Over Allen. Aldridge can't get it to go.
Well, the offense got him the ball in exactly the position they wanted. That's just better defense.
And now that final debt Doris has been paid, it must feel like a huge relief for Nets fans to be done with that trade they made with Boston.
Well, you hate to say it, but trading for KG, Pierce, and Terry back in 2013 turned out to be a disaster for the Nets. Probably set the organization back a good 5 years. They must be thrilled to be out from under the weight of that mistake.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
One shot.
And that one falls for White. Well, we're right around the halfway point of the season, Doris. This is often when we see the better teams really begin to shift gears and surge ahead.
Yeah, we certainly have a better feel for who the contenders might be. We still have a long way to go, obviously, and teams will have some lulls and then some high points, and you've got to be able to weather all of those things. But the reality is we have a greater understanding of who has the necessary offensive and defensive components to compete at a championship level.
So it's the Spurs now, following the bucket by the Nets. He kicks it to Forbes. On deep. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Nets leading by 8. Passes it to Allen. Out to Russell for the 3. They get it back. Caruch. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Caruch has got 6.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
White the pass to Alden. Back to White. To the middle. Here's Gay. And it's blocked. Now here is Harris. Defense right on him. Outside Russell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for him.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Now here's White. He's got 7. Outside DeRozan. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Caruch. Buries the long-range jumper.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
And checking out the stats for Aldridge. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 7th in blocks, 8th in scoring, and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker.
I'll tell you, that's aggressive passing. Threading it down low and setting up the bucket inside. Really nice.
Harris with it. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Russell. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside DeRozan. Aldridge against Allen. Aldridge finds Gay. Floats one. He takes it up and lays it in.
And I like the energy of Gay, especially inside. He's incredible at getting to his spots in the paint.
Here's Graham. DeRozan defending. Outside, White. Out to DeRozan. No good on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. On this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and for two squads that don't know each other all that well, this should be an intriguing battle.
Right. In a matchup where you don't see the opponent often, there should be a lot of surprises. I don't know what to expect.
And stolen by Aldridge. Out to the wing. Here's Forbes. Hands it from downtown.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Harris looking it over. Pass to Russell. Shot clock at 6. And the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
D'Angelo Russell, the lefty playmaker out of Ohio State. Doris, a lot to like about his ability to create.
Well, he certainly, Kevin, has a nose for scoring and combines that with good vision. I think the one thing he's got to be careful of is shot selection and taking care of the basketball.
Here's Russell following the score by DeMar DeRozan.
Now, I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
And White kicks to DeRozan. Aldridge with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Knocked loose. Gay against Russell. From 12 feet out and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Gay's got his second basket. Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against Chicago. Russell dishes to Harris. Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
Well, Kevin, one thing we know about DeMar DeRozan, this guy is a determined scorer. He's got those quick bursts. He can finish through contact. This is old hat for this guy.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And the Spurs now in the post-Kawhi Leonard era of the franchise. Greg, how do they recover, do you think?
If any team can survive losing a player of Kawhi's caliber, it's got to be the Spurs. They have good depth, got a good return in the trade, and players will step up. Won't be the power they once were for a while, but they'll rebound in no time.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Davis Bertans comes in for Rudy Gay. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for Derek White. Now here's Napier. Talking about that win against the Bulls, he was definitely a major factor as well. Harris outside. Kicks it to Davis. 4 on the clock. Puts it up. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now DeRozan. 6 points for him. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And that's a case where DeMar DeRozan's teammates benefiting from him being a willing distributor. This is a very team-first guy.
Now here's Napier. 6-point game. Puts it up from 15. Rebound San Antonio. The 3 from Bertans. Not going to go that time. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Bellinelli against Harris. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's a chance now to see the league leaders in three-point field goal percentage. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 16-7 run. Now here's Mills. Napier covering. And here's Mills. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Phoenix.
Yeah, I was also struck by how well he shared the basketball. He created a lot of easy buckets with that passing ability.
Now here's Napier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Lets it go from 11. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 4. Now the pass to Pirtle. Bellinelli against Harris. And Bellinelli kicks to Pirtle. A floater. Davis with some nice D. Nets leading by 4. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Carroll. Here's Napier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Mills with it. He kicks it to DeRozan. Shoots over Carroll, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, a hallmark of DeMarre Carroll's game. Smart, relentless defense. You'll never get an easy look off this guy.
D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be coming off a down performance. DeMar DeRozan talks about how he channels that anger.
You need that extra push inside you once you step out there on the court. You know, you don't forget that feeling, the moments of, as a true competitor, of letting your team down or not doing something you know you're able to do that you've been doing all season.
And you know, Greg, you like hearing that. Shows that DeRozan cares and knows it's his job to lead this team.
And everyone has bad games, even a star like DeRozan. It's all about how you respond to those tough performances.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, I think one key is they've controlled the tempo so far. And I know it's early, but it helps to have this kind of lead.
Mills at point with Bellinelli. They're the backcourt. Then there's Pirtle. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Bertinason at the 4 slot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now here's Napier. Launches a 3. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Now here is Pirtle. He's guarded by Davis. And DeRozan kicks to Mills. Over Napier. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Nets leading by 6.
Well, you think about the Brooklyn Nets and Kenny Atkinson having a tough task of rebuilding this organization. It is still feeling the effects of the trade that stripped them of so many picks. But give Kenny credit for embracing the challenge and knowing there's a long road ahead.
Now Napier. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson passes it to Carroll. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Pass to Harris. Over Bellinelli. They get it back.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Mills. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. There's the pass to Pirtle. Kicks to Bellinelli. With his first shot attempt. Rebound, Brooklyn. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And with Atkinson in the nets, he said it feels like the team is a starter.
Right. Atkinson has taken a more hands-on approach with the team. He works out with the group. He does weightlifting with them. He wants to build the idea that the team is striving towards something together.
Spurs trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. Back to Mills. Pass to Bertans. Shoots over Carroll. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. 12 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, there's a tenacity, a ferocity right now about DeMar DeRozan. This guy seems to want the ball every time down the floor.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. Pau Gasol's checked in for the Spurs. Cunningham comes in for Bertans. Here's Gasol. And the shot goes in.
And the long arms that Gasol has is what allows him to drop dunks on defenders. What a powerful force close to the rim.
Now here's Napier. It's Carroll on the wing. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
You know, it's an invaluable asset to have. He's as tenacious down there as anyone.
Here's Harris, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against San Antonio. Joe Harris, a guy that bounced back between the G League doors and the NBA his first few seasons.
Right, Joe Harris has thrived fitting into a shooting role with this team. And credit Coach Kenny Atkinson for saying, listen, model yourself after Kyle Korver.
That's good from Harris. You know, Doris, the ability to beat the defender off the dribble, so important. Who do you think has the quickest first step right now in the league that you've seen personally?
Ooh, that's a great question, boy, Kev. I'll tell you some guys I wouldn't want to have to contend with on a night by night. No way I want to try to guard the wizardry of Kyrie Irving, right, or the flat-out end-to-end speed of John Wall, or the incredible explosive athleticism of Russell Westbrook. The deceptive nature of James Harden's game. Please, child, please, I don't want any part of any of those men.
You're getting riled up here. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Well, you just have to admire the job that this Nets front office has done to improve the roster.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, they have taken on bad contracts in an attempt to gather assets. They have found talents like Spencer Dinwiddie who were passed up by other teams. So even though they didn't have a ton to work with, the team has kept pace with their improvement.
The Nets making a switch here. Graham's checked in. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Spurs.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Here's White. 7 points in the game. He kicks to Forbes. Inside. Gasol passes to Cunningham. Off target with his three.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And San Antonio called for the foul. The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. First free throw is good. That one is no good.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And White kicks to Forbes. Passes it to Cunningham. Bounce pass, Gay. Gasol inside. He's against Allen. No good from Gasol.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Now here's Allen. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. White. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Graham dishes to Russell. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, he's getting better at absorbing contact. Finishes like this prove Russell is a tough, dynamic competitor.
Gasol against Allen. Gasol passes to Cunningham. Back to Gasol. The tray. It's not going to go for him. The Nets go the other way with it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Russell against White. Pass to Karuch. 3-pointer. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Gasol kicks to White. And there's the pass to Gay. Over Allen. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And it's 6 points for Gay.
And this is an area where Gay is especially dangerous. A terrific mid-range scorer.
Russell looking it over. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Doris, last year the NBA signed a deal to broadcast G League games on the internet channel Twitch.
Well, you know Adam Silver is always looking at new methods for broadcasting this great league and the G League. And I think we live in an era of an increasingly digital world. The next generation views their platforms in non-traditional, non-linear fashion. So to me, this is really smart decision making.
I know you're a big Twitch watcher yourself. You subscribe, and like me, you love the G League.
I'm always twitching.
Here's White after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. And White kicks to Cunningham. Back to White. Over Russell. Nice D from Russell.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
No, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Well, I think they're getting quality shots, and it's thanks to how aggressive they have been in this half.
Here is Forbes. Last game he had 12. To the middle. Aldridge, the pass to Cunningham. Gay scanning the floor. Releases. Off the left rim and out. Nets leading by 16. Here's the teardrop. And the shot goes in from Karuch. Karuch has got 15.
I'll tell you, the floater is a shot that takes great touch, but that one looks pretty leaving his fingertips.
And White kicks to Cunningham. Allen against Aldridge. Over Allen. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at the Warriors. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that number one spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, San Antonio, 7 games back.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
Unable to close out defensively, even against the smaller shooter.
Well, credit the shooter. It's just great work carving just enough space to get that three off in time.
Here's Karuch. He's got 15. It's good again and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And White kicks to Cunningham. Stolen by Allen. Russell against White. And they double up Russell. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
And the Spurs with possession here. Spurs trail by 17. And here's White. 9 points in the game so far. And Forbes kicks to Cunningham. Gay outside. 6 to shoot. Aldridge inside. Defended by Allen. And Allen with the block. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Davis Bertans checks in for San Antonio. Nets leading by 17. There's a minute 40 left to play in the first half. Offensive rebound. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Hollis Jefferson's got 6.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now, here's Aldridge. 29 points for him last game against Phoenix.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
Brooklyn's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Russell left side. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for White. Now here's Carroll. From deep. Buries it from three-point range. Carroll's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Gay, and it falls over the rim and in.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now, here's Napier. There's the dish to Harris. Back to Napier. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Nets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
At the line for 2.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Spurs making a change here. Bellinelli's checked in. Good on both. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half.
Hey, watch Bellinelli, watch Bellinelli.
17 seconds left here in the second. He dishes it to Aldridge.
DeRozan.
Shot clock at 6. Up and in on the layup.
I'll tell you, somebody on the defensive end has got to step in and try to get a body on him there.
To the middle. No good with the layup.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Nets just dominating this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are in blowout territory, leading by 20. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That will complete this four-game homestand. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Caruch, D'Angelo Russell out there with Harris. Then there's Allen. And it's Graham in at the 3 slot. Now Graham following Rudy Gay's three-point attempt. And it's Russell in the corner. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Caruch. Dishes to Harris. And stolen by Aldridge.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for San Antonio. Russell kicks to Graham. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Here's Caruch. He's covered by Gay. And it's Caruch missing.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Now here's White. He's got 9. Pass to Forbes. Takes a 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Graham. DeRozan defending. White against Russell. Kicks it to Harris. Clock at 6. Knocked away. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
I'll tell you, when DeRozan makes that kind of drive with authority, he's as explosive as anyone in this league.
To the left wing. Caruth passes to Allen. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's Caruth missing. Spurs trail by 16. Doris with DeRozan, when he's on with his shot, he's one of the great scorers in the NBA.
No question, Kevin. He exploded for 52 points in a game last season. This guy can score from anywhere on the floor when he's dialed in. Boy, there are nights you just have no answer for him.
His mid-range game is what sets Aldridge apart from the other bigs in our league. He's about as accurate a shooter as you'll find among players with his size.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. For 3, Harris.
Boy, they're slow coming out of halftime. Just 0 for 3 to start this half.
And the Nets miss again. Here's Forbes, and he makes good on the layup. Forbes has got 8.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Nets leading by 12. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Caruth. He's covered by Gay. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. More and more, we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but it's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective. Pirtle, he is checked in for the Spurs. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Spurs trail by 13. And DeRozan kicks to Pirtle. Down low. Aldridge. Good. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Back to Harris. Russell against White. Here's Caruth. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Timeout.
Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Well, after missing their first 3 shots, they finally get one to go in this half.
Time called here. The Spurs to... Pau Gasol is checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Russell.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And last season, Russell had to fight for minutes upon returning from injury.
Yeah, and battles like that help mature a player and really keep them focused. Those are areas where Russell had struggled in the past. I think he and his coach both know it's not easy, but it has already started in making Russell the best player he can be.
And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Nets leading by 14. Harris outside. Russell against White. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Karuch. Out to Harris. 6 to shoot. The 3 deflected by DeRozan.
Well, DeMar DeRozan, really strong effort on the defensive end, pays off by sending that opportunity back.
And one item that DeRozan never seems to get enough credit for is his passing, Greg. He is a terrific playmaker.
Ever since DeRozan became a perennial all-star, his passing has improved. I mean, keeps his head up even while attacking with the ball. Great awareness for where his teammates are in terms of relation to his attack after a double team.
Relax on the first.
And the first one drops.
It's so funny to hear DeMar DeRozan joke about being an old man in this league. You know, he may not be a young man, but he's got a lot of years left, and he continues to improve.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Nets leading by 12. Harris finds Allen. Harris outside. Outside, Russell. Graham with the ball. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for him. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 12-4 run. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Shoots from the baseline, and again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Now, here's Gasol. Outside, White. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Gasol trying to free himself up. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Pass to Allen. Outside, Russell. He kicks it to Harris. Shoots over DeRozan. Harris misses.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Russell trying to free himself up. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Monday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. And some changes here for the Spurs. Bellinelli comes in for Bryn Forbes, and it's Mills in for White. Good on both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Napier. Pass to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here.
Well, to me, this is what Hollis Jefferson does very well. This guy, a phenomenal dunker with the ups he has.
And Bellinelli kicks to Gasol. The dish to DeRozan. Back to Gasol. Sinks that one from the post. Gasol's got his second basket of the night.
And the stick-with-it attitude of Gasol, just overwhelming the defense with his length.
Passes it to Carroll. Back to Russell. Here's Hollis Jefferson. 8 points for him. Goes up from the top of the key. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Hollis Jefferson's got 10 points in the game.
Well, you love watching Hollis Jefferson on the catch and shoot. He has committed to developing his offensive game.
Pass to Mills. Fires for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. The pass to Carroll. And he overshot that one, missing. Spurs trail by 12. Outside DeRozan. Bellinelli against Russell. And Bellinelli kicks to Mills. Over Napier. Shots good by Mills. 5 points in the game. Here is Russell. He's got 17. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Napier up top. Outside Russell. Lock at 6. Over Mills. And that one's good. Russell's got 19 points.
Well, the more experience you get in understanding how to run pick and roll, the better you become. D'Angelo Russell improving his decision-making.
Now, here's Bellinelli. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Gasol. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And Gasol excels from that mid-range area. If you leave him open from there, you're going to pay the price.
Napier with it. Gasol covering. Carroll for 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Passes it to Mills. Back to Bellinelli. Kicks it to Pirtle. Over Russell. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Spurs with some changes. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Gasol. Davis Bertans comes in for Jakob Poeltl. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Brooklyn leading by 10. Now Napier. Pass to Russell. To the left side wing. Napier feeling it out a bit. And D'Angelo Russell good for 3. Russell's got 22 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Mills. Napier covering. Bellinelli for three. Rebounded by the Nets. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Feeds it to Napier. A baseline J. He gets that one. Napier's got 6.
How pretty was that turnaround? That is one of the slick moves in the business.
Bellinelli against Russell. And Bellinelli kicks to Mills. Kicks it out to Gay. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. 11 points in the game.
In overtime, Gay has gotten better from beyond that arc. I love seeing him shoot the ball with confidence from deep.
Now, here is Russell. 22 points for him. Carroll, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists in the game. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. The pass to Cunningham. Bellinelli against Russell. Cunningham dishes it to Bellinelli. He kicks to Cunningham. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the paint, here's Napier. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Nets lead by 17. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Spurs. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Bellinelli. Passes to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Carroll. No good from Gay. Russell from long range. Missed. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets out in front, leading by 17. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Nets leading by 17. We've got Rudy Gay, Aldridge out there with Mills, and it's Bertsinison at the power forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Napier. The shot comes out. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Pass to Mills. Floats one up, and that's 2 points on the layup. Mills has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for San Antonio. There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. He dishes it to Napier. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And they double up Russell. Takes a 3. Good. Nice play there from Napier. And the Nets lead by 18.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Aldridge kicks to Forbes. Pass to Mills. Launches it. Rebounded by the Nets. 22 is their biggest lead. And here's Russell. That's short off the rim.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Mills kicks to Bertans. Aldridge inside. Davis is there. Aldridge's shot is good.
Good job working the in-between area.
Yeah, I think if the defense is going to give that to him, he's got to take the opportunity. He uses his size and high release point on the jumper.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
White, he's checked in for the Spurs. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Harris outside. Graham, the pass to Russell. And it's in there. Russell's got 24 points.
When D'Angelo Russell has that offensive game working, you just want to play through him.
And White kicks to Gay. Allen against Aldridge. Pass to Bertens. Here is Forbes. 6 on the shot clock. Softly drops in the floater.
I'll tell you, that's a graceful finish. Not just any old layup. The teardrop.
Outside, Russell. Here's Karuch. Back to Russell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 26 points for him.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
And it's out of bounds. Last touched by Allen.
Don't let Rudy get on top of the wing.
Aldridge finds Gay. Clock at 6. Shoots over Graham. And that one hits back iron.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Now here's White after D'Angelo Russell's miss. Aldridge looking for an opening. Out to the right wing. Back to White. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. The Spurs making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in.
DeMar DeRozan.
And San Antonio has possession. They trail by 18. White against Russell. Pass to Karuch. 6 to shoot. Poked away. And he converts the layup. Karuch has got 23.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Aldridge kicks to Forbes. The Spurs working the ball around now. Outside Aldridge. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. For today's defensive schemes, Doris, Which are more valuable in your opinion? Great on-ball defenders or great help defenders?
Well, I think you need both, obviously. I think anytime you can pressure the ball to a high level, I think that's very disruptive at the point of attack. But I also think in an era of incredible motion offense, you think of players and teams like the Golden State Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs, there's great ball movement, player movement, and you've got to be able to be aware at least 2 passes away. So you need both quality types of defenders, to me, to have a high-level defense, Kev.
I agree. It begins with an on-ball defender and usually evolves into a help defender. I mean, you can't do one without the other.
Agreed.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Dishes it to Allen. And it's White with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Nets leading by 22. Inside, Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
What a fantastic game he's had on the offensive end. If only his teammates could keep up.
And Rudy Gay, Greg, has always been a fantastic scorer since he came into the NBA.
And Gay doesn't do as much scoring as he once did, but he has become more efficient. Doesn't have plays ran for him, gets looks through his instinct. And as he's gotten older, Gay has become even more crafty with how he scores.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
The Nets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. There's the pass to Karuch. Here's the floater. And DeRozan sends it back. 4 on the clock. Now here's White. Gay passes to DeRozan. Back to Gay. On the wing, DeRozan. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
I mean, to me, Kevin Harlan, you simply cannot give DeMar DeRozan that kind of positioning. This guy has proven he loves getting inside and working his magic.
Now, here is Russell. Here is outside. To the right side. Here's Karuch.
Nets foul. That's his first personal foul.
Spurs trail by 19. And White kicks to DeRozan. The fadeaway. And the Spurs scoring again. The Nets shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Outside, Russell. Banked in off the glass. Russell's got 11 in the second half.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
White against Russell. White the pass to DeRozan. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Brooklyn leading by 17. Pass to Karuch. The dish now to Russell. Here's Allen. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Spurs have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. White against Russell. Here's Aldridge. Brooklyn with the rebound. Graham's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
And stolen by Aldridge. And Forbes kicks to White. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Aldridge's shot is good.
Yeah, I think he was forcing too many shots in the first half. Now the game's coming to him.
The Nets have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Harris passes to Karuch. He dishes it to Russell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Gay. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Bertanis, he's checked in for Rudy Gay.
Taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. White with it. Kicks it to Forbes. Outside, White. He feeds it to DeRozan. Over Graham. Rebound, Brooklyn. Allen's got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside, Russell. Sweet little floater. Russell's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, guys, his scoring has been maybe the biggest factor in building this lead, and he's got plenty of energy left.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Doris, you think of all the highlight reel plays we get to see up close. We're so lucky. We feel the same way every time we sit courtside and watch one of these games. One of the most enjoyable parts about it, seeing the reactions of the guys on the bench.
They're just losing it, Kevin. They're falling down and they're bumping into each other, and then seeing the opposing bench trying to keep that poker face. They know they're not supposed to react, but sometimes the play is just so good you can't help it.
And we get out of our seats, don't we? I mean, just like the players do. We get out of our seats.
Oh, no doubt. I'll stand up, wave my hands in the air. Are you kidding?
I had to get my numbers up. Now I got it like they gave it to me. But I took it, they ain't give it to me. She really do it to me. God do it for me. Yeah, it really fit. It's a shoe in for me. I started hooping for the Nike check. I play tennis.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, D'Angelo Russell.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance. Spurs trail by 21. Outside, White. He kicks it to DeRozan. Makes it off the glass. DeRozan's got 31 points.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
White against Russell. Allen outside. Outside, Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Harris from downtown. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Forbes kicks to White. Here's DeRozan. It's good. DeRozan's got 33 points.
DeMar DeRozan simply never lets the defense phase him. He plays at his pace, and he welcomes any challenge.
And it's Harris off the drive. To the paint. Stolen away.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nets.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice, they're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for D'Angelo Russell.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
A free throw dropped for DeRozan. Doris, this term +6 coming into the lexicon describes a player whose wingspan exceeds his height by at least 6 inches. I know you've heard that before.
Yeah, well, we can think of several players who fit this description of the +6. Electric young players like Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, the Claw. The Claw extends to his wingspan as well. And then Draymond Green, who in the fourth quarter defensively can seem like a player who's everywhere at every moment.
A different look now for San Antonio. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Cunningham. Bryn Forbes comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Derek White subbed in for Patty Mills.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Spurs trail by 16. Here's DeRozan. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Right. Frustrating for sure, Greg. I don't think they'll be able to mount a comeback at this point.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Cunningham, he's checked in for Aldridge. Bellinelli comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for White. Damari Carroll's checked in for Brooklyn. Napier comes in for D'Angelo Russell. The free throw dropped for DeRozan. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Napier. It's Carroll on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Over Cunningham. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
And Bellinelli kicks to Mills. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Rebound, Brooklyn. And here's Napier. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.